Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Real Talk Radio podcast with your boy Maestro. What's going on? What's going on, good people? Yeah, we back with another episode, man. Hope you guys been liking it. Hope you guys been watching it. If you have been watching it, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and when you hit the like button, hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. You feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a good one today. We got a good show. We got a good episode. I got my boy in the room. He needs no introduction, but we're gonna give him one anyway. You feel me? You feel me? Y'all can't see him yet, but yeah, he shaking his head at me because he don't know what's about to happen on this microphone.
Not at all.
He done text me, hey man, give me a heads up. No, you don't get a heads up. You just gonna have to do it. You feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, we got a good guest here today. He is one of Central Florida's hidden gems. I'm reading what you gave me.
That's funny.
I'm reading exactly what you gave me, huh? Born in Memphis, Tennessee, and immediately moved to the low country of South Carolina. He has always had an undeniable love for music, a beloved trumpet and French horn player back home. He honed in his playing on drum skills since the age of 6. He stands tall, okay, to help others on their quest, one way or another, with their musical careers in hopes of one day making a big splash in the industry. His motto is, in order to grow, one must build relationships. And I can stand firm that this man lives that motto right there. He expresses his love for drumming through recording in the studio, live sessions, and many other avenues on and off the throne. Now the throne meaning the drum throne for those who don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, give a good hand clap welcome for my boy Flatfoot.
What is going on, people? This is your boy, Clinton, better known as Flatfoot.
Yes, sir.
Campbell.
Yes, sir.
I am happy to be here today.
Yes, sir. Reverend, how you doing, Doc?
Good, man. I'm kind of scared, but we gonna make it do what
No,
it
ain't
do,
no
man.
need to be scared, man. Ain't no need to be scared. This is all good times, brother. Good times about to be had. You feel me?
Times. Don't ask me the rest because I don't know.
Brother, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here, man.
Yeah, man. I know when I first had this idea, I was like, got to have you on. At least for something.
And
Whether we just talking about nothing or we talking about something, whether it's something we got an event, whatever.
we gonna talk about something. I don't know what it is, but we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, well, I got some things here on this pad here.
Uh-oh.
But before we get into that, man, I make sure I do the same thing for every guest when they sitting across from me. I ask them one serious question, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. Things are better in the sense of beginning to do things for self. And what I mean by that, I have always been a people pleaser. So being able to start to do things for myself has been reaffirming, and it just feels good, man.
Right.
It feels good. So take it one day at a time.
Right.
My grandmother always said, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to do, man.
That's right. Shout out to Grandma.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I know, man, we've been boys a long time.
Yeah.
Good little double digits. We done hit that threshold, man. Being boys.
I think this is year 10.
Year 10, yeah. It's been close. It might be year 11 because when I moved to Gainesville, next May will make it 10, and I think we probably gigged or played maybe roughly a year before that. Roughly about a year before that, we started playing and hooking up and doing these different gigs and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, we've been boys a long time.
Wow.
Bro.
Time flies when you're having what? When you're having fun.
Oh man, dog. Brother, I know you're kind of nervous, bro, but we just talking, bro. We just talking.
I'm not nervous. I'm just.
We just talking, man.
I'm just.
Cause you just waiting.
I'm just. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm just.
You just waiting. You don't know what I'm finna tell you.
No. I have no idea.
Bro, let me ask you a question, man. We're going to start this off. We're going to go ahead and just dive right into it. Let me ask you this. There is something I saw, man. Literally, somebody sent it to me last night. Actually, I don't know if I could pull it up. Somebody sent it to me last night, and I don't know if you've seen it. It was this lady, I guess she was like a preacher or something, and she was giving the band numbers, like during like a high exhortation, high praise moment, right? Mm-hmm. And, so I'm going to drop the video in here so y'all can see it. So as it's going, she's calling them out, and she's doing it, pretty much like in the like the most, I won't say random, but it's like in order. Like you can't mess this up. So she's doing the 4, she's doing the 3, doing the 4, going up, doing the 5, hold 5. Mm-hmm. Somebody asked me yesterday, is that rude or disrespectful to a musician if somebody is doing that, like versus like the MD or whoever is in control of that moment? Is that rude? Like, is that messed up?
No, not at all. And the reason I say that is because, especially if she is the visiting preacher or whoever, exhorter or whatever, at least she knows where she's going.
Yeah.
And being that she has some type of musical background, she's like, okay, although she's not playing, she knows where she wants to go. So she's like, okay, take me to the 4. I know what video you're talking about.
It was just the way it kind of, I'm not sure what happened before, but it's just when you see it, she's immediately talking to the band and just starts calling them out, calling out the hits. And it's like, that's cool. I feel like it's cool if you know what you're doing. Because if you start calling out stuff and it's like, that's not where we at, or you just calling out a number to call out a number, yeah, I'm probably just going to not play. And that's just me. But seeing that, and I think that church was kind of big or whatever. So, like, is that should you humble yourself and just follow her? Because I don't think, the way it looks, it doesn't look like she's the guest in a way. But is that a moment to humble yourself? Is that a moment to, like, not try to fight, not try to push? Like, what do you say on that?
In a sense of that, I would say we most definitely follow her. To your point of, if she's just calling out numbers and it doesn't fit that moment, then absolutely not. We as musicians still have a charge to keep. Huh?
Oh!
We got a charge to keep. I felt I quickened.
I'm finna hit this button so much.
I quickened right there. We have a charge to keep either way, to make sure that we align with what is going on in that moment.
Right.
So the moment that we saw, in that moment, those numbers, it fit that moment.
Right.
But if she started calling out
like a 2, 7,
stuff like that, it doesn't fit. It always depends on what's happening at that moment. If it's good for us to follow what she's doing, or to stay the course. But yeah, in that moment, she was on point.
On point, right. So what when you say, or what would show you, like, once a person starts doing that, what would show you like, nah, I ain't finna follow them. I ain't finna do that. Like, what would get you to that point? Because I saw it this morning, and then when he asked, he was like, I'm finna start learning my numbers. I was like, for what? Like, that's how the message started. I'm finna start learning my numbers. For what? And he sent me the video and was like, so I can do that. I was like, no.
I mean, in certain instances, for keyboard, everybody should know their numbers, drummers included. Since I play drummers, I play drums, I need to know numbers as well, because cohesively, you still want to be a unit. And then even if you don't play drums, at least you know by sound where the 2, 5, 6, 7, flat 7 or whatever, flat 5 or whatever it's going to be. At least you kind of know where
it falls.
Yeah, where it falls. Certain people do that for a flamboyant moment, and being in this day and time, everything is social media driven.
Right.
They're like, okay, I know somebody recording me, so I'm gonna start calling out numbers.
And
that's gonna turn into a viral moment, just like that. So now people will be like, oh, she calling numbers, And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then other people are going to be like, you know, why does she do that? So the perspective is going to be different on both sides.
Both sides, yeah. So, I mean, so in a moment like that, so I guess in that moment, that's more of a high praise moment. Does the same apply for worship? So here's why I say that, because I remember a couple years back, if you remember, Miranda Curtis was at, what's that church out in Tampa? It got the big globe world in the back. What's that? Manifest? What's that called?
Center of Manifestation.
Yeah. So I remember when she was there, she was doing some song, and she started it, I guess, like right after like an exhortation moment, right? And everything kind of died down. But she waved the musician off. I forgot who was playing key. I think it was Ryan. I think she waved him off, and like she started singing a song, like just whatever. I don't know if it was an actual song or something she written or whatever. But then after she was done, she turned to him to give him the numbers, right? And like, you have to be skilled to know how to do that, in my opinion. You have to know music, and you have to know like the direction. Like, you can tell me a 1, because everybody will probably know like the 1 is like the basis, right? Right. But if you tell me a 2 and you really want a 6, I feel like I gotta talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much more listening to you I gotta do, because like, knowing me, if you tell me 1, I'm gonna play 1. But if you if you singing and you sing 6, but you tell me 2, I'm probably gonna play 6, because that's what I heard. You feel me? But I know in that moment, you know, of course, Miranda Curtis is very skilled at what she do. So I know when she called out the numbers, it was very spot on, right? Does the same rules apply for worship? Because I know like some singers might hear something, or they might say, like, I know like when I listen to like a lot of Daryl stuff, he'll be like, take me to the 1 or hold 4. You know what I'm saying? So like, does the same apply to worship? Like, if we're only doing worship, so we done did the praise worship song, the praise song, we done did that, cool. We coming down on a worship. Does the same rules apply for a worship set, like a worship session or a worship segment in church?
I think it really depends on the individual. And that goes in line with, one, are they skillful enough to, the word you use, align? Do they align with where we're going in that worship moment? Right. And then 2, are they capable of now directing the band or the keyboard player to knowing exactly what needs to happen in that moment? So you asked about worship. So let's say, you know, come down from the high time and the keyboard player starts padding or whatever. And let's just say Miranda, she turned around and she said, you know, take me to the 2. Your job, because you don't want to disconnect what is happening. Okay, you said 2, so I'm gonna go to the 2. And then if she be like, that don't sound right. Now you know, okay, so you told me to go to the 2.
Go to 2.
So it's on you. So where are we going? Now, I've been in a lot of different situations to where that has happened, and they be like, no, or take me down the key. Okay, so if I'm the keyboard player, you say take me down. I'm gonna take you down, yeah. All right. And so you start playing again, and they start hearing something. Then I'm like, okay, well, go to the 3 or whatever the case is. Okay, so now we're kind of ping-ponging off each other. Right. You throwing me a key or a note, and now I'm padding and throwing you something back. So now we're, you know, trying to figure it out together until we can. And that's kind of how Miranda is. And shout out to David Cartwright.
Shout out David.
That dude,
he got it. He on it.
He takes it and it just flourishes.
He be on it
immediately.
But that's how David's been since I could be. Probably since when I started following, he's been that kind of guy.
And I can attest that because we grew up in the house of God together. And so
he know everybody, by the way. This man know everybody.
I don't throw names out there like a lot of people do, but I've known all those guys.
This man know everybody.
Shout out to the House of God.
Shout out to those guys.
Lexington, Kentucky, 866 Georgetown Street.
Come on now.
But yeah, all these guys like Jaden Arnold, Josh, or
you made a post about him. Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Man,
Sheena Livingston's album just dropped yesterday. Shout out to Sheena Livingston. Rich. Yeah, a lot of these guys, Sean Willis, Brandon Brown, all those guys are products of the House of God. But yeah, man, you can tell that they have spent time together because of how David can start playing something and immediately Miranda's like, okay, we're going there, and we going there. And so, and as you can see the videos that they post, it's like those are impromptu moments. That's not stuff that's rehearsed or anything like that. And a lot of times I think that's how worship should be. Yes, you want to give reverence to God and things like that. But for me, when it comes to worship, a lot of that needs to be unrehearsed, because if I'm a person that just came to church for the first time and can kind of have a discerning spirit, and I pick up on stuff, and then they can be like, it look like they practice that.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if they're really
in it.
So
I don't know, man. I think it kind of, this is the only conversation that really applies more in church in a way, because like most R&B gigs, any secular gig that I've ever done, ain't nobody calling no numbers out. They, if anything, they're kind of giving you like a style they want you to pursue. Like if you remember, I played for, what's her name, Stout. I played for Stout one time, and I was just on the guitar, and she told me at rehearsal, whatever we do right here might not happen come time for the gig. And I was like, well, I mean, let's practice for the gig. She was like, we are, but I'm guaranteeing you, like, that's not gonna be the same vibe we get. But and I mean, like, of course, I've been following her for a minute, so I've seen the shows. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you see it than when you actually have to play it at this point, because like she called for something, and I was just kind of like, oh, we switching the vibe completely, and it's based off of just like whatever energy she's feeling at the time. Like I think we were doing Proud Mary or something like that, and that was not Proud Mary, Doc. That was the remix to like I've never played that song that way. And I mean she grew up in church too, but I think it's different when you're now playing something like for a secular gig, because now it's like we're trying to create a vibe. You feel me? Depending on who's doing what, if I throw this vibe at you, if anything, you have like maybe 5 seconds to kind of catch this vibe. But in church, you kind of have to be like anticipating whatever the person's leading doing, but then you don't want to mess up the room, I guess you could say.
Right.
Kind of throw the room off. But I know like you were saying, like if I've been to a church for the first time, I've never been there before, I automatically say everything in here is going to be improv. Because of course, rehearsal is good. You must always rehearse. But once you get in the room and starts going, the spirit's heavy in the room. Don't be focused on what we rehearse. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the moment at hand, you know? And it's not rare that I've had people look at what we are doing in the room and it's like, oh man, that's rehearsed. You know what I'm saying? More or less it's just like, did y'all know y'all were gonna do that? Cause it seemed like y'all trying to throw it together. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, especially like with France. Shout out to France. Shout out to France. With France, I be like, we're doing some song and I'll just be sitting there playing and I'll look at him like, go. And he be like, no. I'm like, nah, go. Like, whatever you want. Ain't nobody gonna tell you no. Ain't nobody gonna not like it. Just go. And we all gonna come down and you go. And it's like, people have come up to us and like, man, y'all must rehearse this. I don't think we have to, but the boy is gifted. Yeah. All I did was pad. I hit my little pads and I just kind of listened to where he's going. And I think even with musicians too, like if somebody's doing like a solo on whatever instrument, if at best, listen, you know what I'm saying, follow. But it's crazy how like, I mean, you could tell me, it's crazy how like we don't do that no more. Like we're not really trying to listen no more. We're trying to get our little 15 seconds of fame. Mm-hmm. So it's like it don't matter what instrument you on. It's like I'm finna do something to make y'all look at me. Like why? But like, do you see that happening a lot now?
Yeah. For the simple reason, social media again. Social media will make or break you.
Big facts.
Social media has a lot of good high moments, but then you have a lot of moments that you question because now it's like, okay, let me backpedal. What was the first thing that we used when we started posting online? Was it Vine? Was it Vine or Instagram?
It could have been Vine. Well, I know Vine was 7 seconds. Instagram was 15. Yeah, it probably was Instagram. Because I remember there's been some stuff I'm like, I got to fit this into 15 seconds. Mm-hmm. Like, and I couldn't record and stop and try to, at that time you couldn't like chop up videos on. Yeah, you had to kind of make it already.
Then Social Cam came out.
Yeah.
Then all this other stuff. So I think we, as let's just say collectively, we've been brainwashed to say, okay, I only have a certain amount of seconds where I'm gonna try to make the most outlandish run, lick, or whatever, try to fit it in that moment,
right?
And I'm gonna put a little color on it or whatever, and I'm gonna post it, and then get all these likes and But then when you get that, when you experience that in person, like I've had people come up to me like, man, your playing is different from online versus in person on a positive note. Mm-hmm. And it's like the same. Like you give us so much in that 15, 30 seconds. And then when we experience you in person you don't have time in person to edit and go back and redo versus when you doing it on social media. You can edit as many times as you want. And so again, back to the point, social media has kind of ruined the authentic measures that can happen versus being able to just cut and paste and sketch and crop and all of that. Mm-hmm. Nothing is authentic as it once was before we got into the whole video camera ages.
Right. So I know, like, what was that, Periscope? Once everybody can go live, I remember that one. Like once everybody can go live, we all got it. Hey, y'all come watch, come to And I remember like people making videos on that. Like I went live, no viewer, checking no viewer, one viewer. I'm hitting all the I'm hitting all the licks I can ever do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but. I mean, I think it's just a sad moment that, like, if you really think about it, it's like, how would you say we should all come back to just being a musician? Like, not really worrying about all these other things, but just be a musician. Like, what would you say?
You got to put the phone down, man.
Sheesh. Put the phone down, y'all. Sheesh.
That's really what it boils down to. Once you enter into the doors or wherever you at, just focus on that moment.
Right.
Because, I mean, truth be told, in those moments are probably the best times.
When the phone is down?
Yeah.
Big facts. Because there's been stuff I wish I would have had it. If anything, like my phone pointed at the ceiling to get the audio of what happened or whatever. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so that I can't say anything else. That's going to be number one, point blank. Put the phone down.
Put the phone down, fellas. All the musician brothers, if you're watching, if you're listening, put the phone down. If anything, turn on your audio recorder so that way you can only get the audio. You're not really focused on your videos specifically for this kind of stuff. You feel me? Because social media is a lie. Okay? Y'all here trying to put all y'all licks. I'm telling you, I had a homeboy chopping it up. I was like, you can't do none of that in the service. Well, I wasn't trying to. Well, that's the point. Like, that's the point. If you can't do it during a gig.
Can you break that down for me?
No. Hey, man, look, we're going to take a quick break. I'm with my boy, Flatfoot Campbell. We're going to be right back with the Real Talk Radio podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Clinton Flatfoot. You enjoying yourself, brother?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got my boy on the mic. We talking music, but we're gonna try to deviate from music. But you know, cause this is low key. This is my brain in somebody else's body. Cause when I think music stuff, you be like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. We be there. Bro, I want to do something with you, man. You know, it's a couple different things. You know, we gonna do a lot of different things, bro.
I didn't say that we were baptizing people.
No.
I didn't bring no clergy.
We ain't got no water. We ain't got no pool. But we gonna dive into something, brother. I want you to think of something, man. I got a thing on here. It's called Dream Opportunity. Right? I want you to. We just gonna play this out. All right? We sitting right here talking. All right? And your phone ring, unknown number. All right? We're talking about dream gigs and opportunities. Like your dream call that you would want to get. All right? Your phone ring, unknown number, or you see a random number, you answer it. Who's on the other line, and how does that conversation go? If you had to play it out, like what would you want to happen?
Unknown number that I never answer.
That's why I said numbers on the screen.
I done missed the opportunity already because but unknown call rings. I pick up and answer.
You pick up and answer. It's who's on the line and what do they tell you? And this is like your dream opportunity.
I think it would have to be. I'm trying to think of his name, but it's not coming to mind right now. But it would have to be.
Describe him. I'll try to help you. What did they do?
He's a country artist.
Country artist.
Yeah.
Blake Shelton.
Not Blake.
Tim McGraw.
No.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Definitely not.
A country artist?
Yeah.
Is he current?
Yeah, he's current. He's young.
Let's go to Google.
He's Mitts.
What's he got a hit song out right now?
Maybe not right now, but he has a few. He's Mitts.
Male country artist.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do 2023, I guess. Luke Bryan?
No.
Cody Johnson? Is he young?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he young. Uh-oh. He only does country?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's a mixture of... No, just country.
Is he 30?
Give or take.
Is it Morgan Wallen?
No.
Hey, this is going to be hard. He's 30?
He's around that age for sure.
I don't know.
I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
Oh, no. This man called. You can't even say this man's name. You can't even say his name. Is he new? So he's a new country artist?
He's been out for a few years.
Oh, no. We can't figure this man's name out. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ain't that bad.
I'm sorry, brother.
Kane Brown.
Kane Brown. Okay.
Kane Brown.
Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. So Kane Brown is on the phone. What does he say?
He's like, hey, this is Kane Brown giving you a call.
Yeah, that's not what you're going to do. Who?
I'm sorry. It's Kane Brown? Yes, this is Kane Brown. And I heard that you've been looking for an opportunity to come play. Not necessarily for me. Excuse me.
Huh?
Are you looking for a drummer? Yeah. So, want to know if you might be interested in getting on the road with us. It starts next week. XYZ. Let me put you on mute for just a second.
Uh-oh.
This man wants me to go. Yeah, so I talked to myself.
Shout out to myself. Because you got to have them hard conversations.
And myself said, we are more than willing to, do whatever is asked, as long as it is as it's within the right, frame of things being done.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it would have to be. I've always wanted to do country music long term anyway. So if it's not Kane Brown, then you got Al Dean, you got Luke Combs, You got all these different guys.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood.
That's doing,
So,
but in country, though.
yeah.
Sheesh, that's crazy.
In country. Because I'll just leave it there. They gonna treat you right.
They're going to treat you right.
They're gonna treat you
and
right.
the music is wonderful.
Yes.
The music is wonderful.
I love a good story.
Right.
And
let's reminisce real quick.
Yeah.
So we talking about country music. Let's reminisce back on that country gig that we did recently.
oh yeah.
Let's talk about that playlist because, yeah, man, I have a newfound love for country mainly because of the stories. Like, and I know I've been listening to it. Like, I mean, my pops used to just play old country songs on the way to work or whatever. And it's like, I have more respect for it now. Like, what's that song I was doing? Forever and Always? Bro, that song come on, it's going to be played at least 3 more times. Like, I just love the way it's like, the way she expresses love on verse 1 and then the level 2 in verse 2 and, level 3 in verse 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, country be where it's at. Like,
when you brought it up, I was like, I listened to it. Oh, it's a cute song. But then you really emphasized, like, no, that song is really. And I was like,
listen to the song.
God, hey. My eyes kind of misty.
Man.
What's going on here?
I'm telling you. Like,
she said, I'ma love you always, Negro. She didn't say Negro, but that's what she said. And I was like,
I'm keeping you forever.
Okay.
You ain't going nowhere, my guy. I just want you to know, you going to love it here. Yeah. If you don't love it nowhere else, you going to love it here. Because
it really feels good.
Yeah, man. And then what was the other? Was it Need You Now? That's another song?
Yes. I requested that immediately. I was like, if we're going to do country, you have to put Antebellum or Lady A
yeah, man.
on that. Country is not country without I Need You Now.
Dog.
And although we
didn't do it. We didn't do it.
But it was in my heart.
It was there. It was in your heart.
Hopefully I got some things coming up in 2024.
Uh-oh.
I think I got something for that. So
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Man. So that's the dream opportunity. Yeah. That's you waiting that call.
Hands down. I did not
think that's where you were gonna go.
I like different genres of music, but country, it's really set apart. I like all genres of music, but that country, because of the story, the reason that is, country music has more realistic storylines.
I agree.
Versus
R&B,
pop, and how you can get money, girls you can get, and it's like kind of like, you all talking about the same thing. But when it comes to country, they really hone in on, okay, I'm gonna give you a whole story in about 4 minutes, and at the end, you either gonna be sad or at the end you're gonna be like, dang, I really love that song.
I really love that song. And that's how I was with the Shania Twain song.
Yeah.
Like, I like the introduction to it because it gives you like classic country vibes. You got a steel guitar. You got that rhythm guitar that's doing the plucking. You got that pad that just moseys on in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then when the full beat drops, it's like a shuffle that's not really a shuffle, but it's there. The pace is solid. You know what I'm saying? And she's giving it straight country vocals. She is just, man. I'm not gonna, every time I listen to that song, a tear or two, always is like, man, that's such a good song. Like, oh, that's such a good song. That's crazy. I did not think that's where you're gonna go with that.
Well, where did you think I was gonna go?
Well, first, I think what really got me is the touring part. Like, so you want to tour?
Yeah.
I would have never put that together. That you would want to actually tour.
Just one time.
Yeah,
just to say
I've done it. Yeah, I didn't think that's what you were gonna say. Country threw me, but I did not think you were gonna want like the tour. I was thinking, if anything, like I want you to be my drummer for whatever, like all my gigs or something like that. I thought that's what you was gonna go.
I mean that too, but to just experience that life per se, just one time. Just one full, 4 to 6 month tour, traveling the U.S. or wherever, just to say I did it with, whoever it is. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. All right, that's dream opportunity. That's what's up, bro. You got me with that one. I did not think that's where I was gonna go. Question for you, my boy. Mm-hmm. What about music still keeps you interested to play?
Because of how versatile you can make one song be 100 other things.
So you've been playing for like, we don't want to tell how old you are.
I'm a seasoned young man. Been in the vineyard night and day.
In the vineyard?
If you can see my war rooms.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, geez.
But you've been playing a good long time.
Since
right?
the age of 6.
Since the age of 6.
Yep.
So has the love for music diminished at all? Like the love of wanting to play? Because I share with you, I had a moment, and it was a long, good 5-6 months. I pretty much was done. Music was pretty much out of there. But of course, that passion got renewed, found a whole new love for it based off of something I tried and whatever. And yeah, it's a lot better and it's a lot stronger. But like, has that happened to you? Like,
absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Because you get in these ruts to where it's kind of like, although you always have room for improvement.
Right.
It was one of those things where I felt like I just kind of plateaued or got to a certain area in my mind, and it's kind of like, okay, I'm stuck right here. How do I get out of
that rut
to get back on, doing what I love?
Right.
And I think what it was expanding my musical ear. And being that we play gospel more than anything, that's what you're going to listen to.
That's what you're going to listen to, yeah.
Excuse me. And so what I started to do over the last couple of years, started listening to more what they call it, world music. World music is literally, that's all it is. It's just a lot of instrumental, intricate type of stuff.
Like compa.
World music. He done got on here and then started acting up because he wants to put compa music on me so bad.
He don't like that compa. Oh my gosh. Keep going, brother. We're gonna get you to like it. Keep going.
My spirit is vexed now. Now I gotta have a talk with the Lord.
See, now what you done messed up. I'm gonna put some compa music right here. It's just gonna
if it's playing right here, it's all. Well, technically, that's not gonna work because that means now it's in my ears. So, shout out to the company.
Shout out to the Zone. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to the Zone.
Come on, man. Don't back that way. But go.
So you got world music, instrumental music. The one thing I listen to more than anything is fusion music.
Right.
Fusion music,
like old Snarky Puppy.
Yeah. And then Robert Glasper.
Big facts.
Jazz music.
Big facts.
All of those type of genres, they have conversations within their playing.
Right.
And so I try to take things that I hear and then apply it to my playing. Then, of course, every situation is going to have a different approach as far as what's happening. So all of that collectively has allowed me to say, hey, this is not going to work in this setting, but file that in your head and keep it for something else. So at the end of the day, music is always going to be revolving until the day you die.
Right.
Music is going to be here whether you're here or not. Music is here to stay, and it just depends on what you want to do and what you want to hear to then apply that to whatever is happening in that moment. So, yeah.
You ever seen that movie Coco? That Disney movie?
I have heard it, but I've never seen it.
Okay. I advise you to watch it because I'm still going to talk about it, but that movie is pretty much based off of a family cutting out music period. Right? And music, when you watch the movie, music is all around. Like literally, you open the doors to their yard, somebody's singing something, somebody's playing something. But because of how life has treated like the senior, I guess like the grandma, great grandma, whatever, she cut out music. And because she cut out music, all her children cut out music. And then so on and so on and so on, right? It's so crazy how like when you watch it, everybody, you know, does something musical, whether it's a song, whether it's playing an instrument or whatever. And as it comes to its end, it's like because of music, it was able to save like one of like her dad or whatever, his memory or whatever was not forgotten, all that kind of stuff. You got to watch it. But right. I say all that to say like I've had people recently tell me like I don't listen to music. Like I go my day and I don't listen to music like, at all. And it's kind of like, where are you missing out? Like you don't listen to like instrumentals, you know, like what happens when you're at work? Oh, I put on headphones and listen to audiobooks because people be playing music in the office. Like
what is your name, sir? Can we have a sidebar conversation?
And I'm like, I know like my little rut that I had, you know, it was strong for me because I just wasn't seeing no happiness in it no more. Like it became so mundane. I got so jaded with it. Church, R&B, everything. But like no music at all?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like, and you know what? I've been playing for a good little minute too. It's just like I know I can always play it. I don't know if I always say it's like my job. Like I'm a musician first or whatever. But like cutting it out cold turkey? No, I don't think I can do that. Like I've started listening to a lot of classical music. I've had to dive back into that because it just kind of I've gotten more appreciation for like orchestral string arrangements. So like when I hear like the Metropole Orchestra or what's that dude? I follow him on YouTube. He's a black dude. Was Mike Jones? He does a lot of string arrangements for different people and stuff. Like I love listening to that because then you get the purest of a writing form. You know what I'm saying? Like when you listen to like old sonatas and stuff, like that's the purest of music that you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And like I think that's for me, that's what kind of keeps me still playing because it's like these cats 1805, 17, whatever, writing stuff on pianos. Them dudes didn't know like, oh, this is gonna hit, you know, 100, 200 years later. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, listening to what you're saying about listening to fusion again, it's like I have appreciation for fusion too. Like it keeps me creative. Like it keeps me on my toes when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a desire to do it. I don't know where to start, but there's a desire to do like fusion or create, you know, stuff like I told somebody yesterday, I miss Strange Range. We don't have that no more. Like things like that was what kept me interested in wanting to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
right.
I wanted to hear how somebody would have remixed or added their touch to whatever popular song was out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever old song. And it's like things like that. Like I want to start diving into stuff like that, you know, to bring that back around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey man, you hitting on some points, bro. You making me think.
You just got to do it yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't play it all. I done told you, if I get me a drum set, I'm going to be arrogant. And I don't want that. I can program it all, but to program versus the actual, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. What?
I guess this conversation is over. It's one or the other.
I mean, so I don't know, bro. I don't want to do that. I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it by myself. Like I can't do it by myself. Honestly, I can't do it by myself. Like I have to have a team, like a full team.
But do you?
Yes.
Jacob Collier doesn't have a team.
Yeah, he do.
Now he does. But before, when he was in a room
with
like
a room with
this,
everything, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Doing it by himself. Who's another person?
Jacob.
Jaden Baker.
Yeah.
It's another guy.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
I was trying to give him some type of inspiration, but that ain't working.
No, I don't know. I don't like to do it by myself, mainly because there's a lot of like other talent out here, and I like to see the creative juices flow in other people, and if I can help bring out the creative juice, I'll help. Versus if I gotta do it and be like, oh, you played those? Yeah, I did those. I don't like all that attention. Like, we did that. Like, yeah, he wanted to do this. I brought him on. He did it. Whatever. That's more me.
I mean, that's commendable. Yeah.
Shout out to me.
You sound like Rich. He's like, shout out to me.
Brother, I'm just being honest, bro. That's just,
I get it.
that's just how I
respect
feel.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd say it's commendable because you could be arrogant, some of my mama, and want to do it all by yourself and be like, yeah, I did it all by myself. And so kudos to me, but you're not that type of guy.
I ain't that type of dude, man. I want everybody to get something. You feel me? I want everybody to get a little piece of something. You feel me? I was telling JB, I was like, bro, you should come play in the band. He was like, nah, I got a drummer already. I was like, bro, come play the SPD. Why would I do that? Come play percussion. Like, we'll get you bongos and all that stuff. Why would I do that? So you can be a part of the band. But why would I do that? It's like, JB, you see old boy who be traveling with MVP? What he play on?
SPD.
And I know Khalid, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I never asked him, like, are you okay doing that? Because I feel like we're sitting around them goats, I wouldn't complain either. Like,
right.
I get to help with the song. I get to help with keeping time. I get to help with adding to whatever vibe we making. I ain't finna whine and cry about that.
And then also that actually takes pressure off of the drummer.
Yeah.
Because now the drummer doesn't have to be so dependent on, like, okay, I know we getting ready to switch or transition. Shout out to them because they have
them
cleanest transitions I have ever witnessed. But it takes the pressure off the drummer to be like, okay, I got to play and still play on the pad at the same time. And now you now some people, they're gifted to where they can do both. But somebody like me, my left, right, and foot, and hey, I only got 4 limbs, so pick a struggle. So I'd rather just play and have somebody else play on the pad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I mean, like, you ever seen what's the concert? Stevie Wonder's Live at Last? You ever seen that?
Not a fan.
Boy, you got to watch that. I think, in my opinion, that has to be the best setup of musicians I've ever seen. So Stevie's on mains, piano and keys. He has a girl playing keys. He has a dude playing keys. He has a trumpet player and a sax player. He has 2 guitar players. He has Nathan Watts on bass. He got, what's his name that's on drums? Stanley on drums. And he has 2 other dudes playing percussion. Brother. And if you see their rigs, it's as if, like, y'all all got the same stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a bunch of bongos. He got a bunch of bongos. Stanley got the drums with all the stuff. But, like, when you listen to them fully playing, like I Wish or something like that, tough. It's tough. And I tried to show that to JB, and he was like, nah.
That's the fun stuff, man. being able to
play perk?
Yeah.
To add on to the vibe? Like, what's that dude name that play with Snarky Puppy right now? The white guy? When he always does all the percussion stuff?
I can't think of his name, but I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Dog, that's fun. It looked fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
And then at the end of the day, percussion, there's really no wrong.
No.
To a sense, there is no wrong playing percussion because at the end of the day, what you choose is what you choose.
Right.
Just make sure that it's musical. But being a percussionist, you're able to be, to be honest, you can be more creative than the keyboard player or whoever the MD is.
Yeah, big facts.
Because it's all on you. So if you want to play cowbell or marimba or xylophone, hey, that's on you.
That's on you. That's how you do it.
Just make it make sense.
Big
as
facts.
They say.
That's crazy.
Just make it make sense.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
This man be hitting on stuff. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to me.
Hey, man, we're going to take another quick break, man, but you are watching the Real Talk Radio podcast.
Yes, sir.
Light.
Oh, so many things came to my head right then. Well, this little light of mine,
On.
gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it shine. Did you? Okay. Last word, Tommy, because I feel away.
I'm going to give you 2 more words.
That was not the rules of the game.
Give you 2. Word number 9 is side.
Side. I'm not gonna get this one. I'm not gonna get this one.
I want to know where do you stand? Oh, who's
my God.
on the Lord's side? I want to know where do you stand? Come back to the Real Talk Radio podcast. Flat.
You.
Man, I got a couple games, bro. I want us to play, man.
I didn't bring my PS5.
It's fine. These are we going old school. When you used to sit on that little green box outside and you made up something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we about to do. We about to have one of them times. Now,
Okay.
brother, I just want you to know, you're gonna have to make a decision real quick. I need you to make a decision.
Is it red pill or blue pill?
Exactly. But ultimately, I can't tell you what the pill gives you. You just gotta pick the pill. So
As long as I don't die.
you won't die.
Praise the Lord.
You won't die. But if you choose the red pill, you have to play that game. I'm not going to tell you what the game is until you choose it. But if you choose the red pill, that's the game you have to play. If you choose the blue pill, that's the game you have to play. And you have to see it all the way through. So depending on whichever one you do, we'll do the other game. But it all depends on what you pick first.
All right.
Okay. So which one you choosing?
Well, since my favorite color is blue,
Huh?
I'm gonna go with red.
Ouch. Okay.
Got him.
That's fine. So, shout out to the Nappy Boy Radio podcast for this game. I was going to buy some of these, but, I ran short on time. But, yeah. Welcome to the Trap Spelling Bee.
Not the trap spelling bee.
The Trap Spelling Bee. Brother,
Oh, Lord.
all the official rules of a regular spelling bee. But this is the Trap Spelling Bee.
Okay.
All right. So you really have to think trap. Okay. You can do all the regular things you would do in a regular spelling bee. You can ask for the definition. You can ask for it in a sentence. Some of them you can ask for in a song lyric. Okay. So now when you're ready to lock in your answer, you have to say the word, spell the word, and say the word.
I didn't hear you say anything about calling a friend. Phoning a
Yeah,
friend.
well, see, if you want to phone a friend, you got to call them on your phone. So if you want to do that, I got to set this up so we can hear what they tell you. And then do you have somebody who you can get on the phone?
Heck no.
So looks like you're on.
They ain't too smart. They smart, but they ain't too smart.
So it looks like you're on your own. So you by yourself, brother. So there's no lifelines for you. I'm sorry. I was going to try to offer the lifeline, but I figured you probably wouldn't have picked this. But, I mean, hey, we're here now. So no lifelines, no help. I can't help. You can take as long as you think you need to take. But in order to lock it in, you have to say the word, spell the word, and then say the word.
All right.
All right. You ready for your first word?
Lego.
Your first word. Spell what it do.
That's a sentence. That ain't a word.
The word is what it do.
Is this in text format or just in general?
It's the Trap Spelling Bee.
I gotta do if it's trap, they don't use capital letter?
No, it don't matter because it's however you spell it. On here, it has every first letter is a capital letter, but it doesn't matter. So it's just
probably gonna be the easiest one,
right? I mean, looking at this, that might be your easiest one. Yeah.
I knew it. All right.
So just anytime you want me to re-say it and whatever, you need a definition, just ask whatever you need. If you're ready, you know what to do. Say the word, spell the word, and then say the word.
All right. What it do? WHATITD. You said trap.
It's a trap spelling bee.
So I'm gonna do U instead of O.
Start over again.
So what it do? W.
That ain't what I said.
Oh, you okay?
I said.
Okay, I got you.
What it do?
I got you. All right. You said trap, so let's do trap. All right. So WATITDO. No, DU. Question mark. What it do?
The correct spelling is WATITDEW. What it do?
Yeah, you lost me on that one.
Oh, so you won for, you got 5. 1 for 5. All right, you ready for the next word?
Let's go.
Flatfoot spell. What's the name?
I had somebody text me this the other day.
What's the name?
What's the name that live over there by the Pete Corner store?
What's the name?
Where you get the 2-for-1 hot sausage and grits and eggs for $3. What's the name?
What's the name? That's the word.
What's the name? WUSSANAME. What's the name?
The correct spelling for what's the name? WASSANAME.
That ain't right.
That is right.
No.
That's how you spell it.
No, that's how a white person spells it. You said trap.
Trap. What's the name? That's how it go. You 2 for 5. You ready for your next word?
Let's go.
Your next word.
I feel depleted.
Your next word, brother. Thingamajig.
Thingamajig. You talking about that thingamajig that I lost and I had to go on Amazon. Shout out to Amazon.
Shout out to Amazon. Appreciate y'all.
Get it the next day.
You feel me?
Sometimes you get it the same day.
That
you do it early in the morning.
Yes, sir. That's the word.
Thingamajig.
Thingamajig.
Thingamajig. THIN. GAMAJIG. Thingamajig.
Oh man, you were so close.
I asked Lord, I'd ask you to help me. One of the gospel songs said, Lord, I need you to help me. And obviously you didn't hear me.
All you needed to do was switch one letter, the I for an A, and you would have been spot on. The correct spelling for thingamajig, THANGAMAJIG.
You said THA? That's thingamajig.
That's what I said. Thingamajig. I told you it's the trap spelling bee. It's okay, bro. 2 more. You 3 for 5.
This is not going to into because baby.
Ready for the word number 4?
Oh man.
All right, word number 4, bro. Spell yada da mean.
Do you cuss on this podcast?
Go for it.
What?
The hell?
Say that again.
Yada da mean.
Yada da mean.
You could ask for a thing, the definition.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
No, there's not a sentence here. There's a definition.
What can I have the definition, please?
It's slang for saying, do you know what I mean?
I've never heard anybody saying yada. I think you made these words up.
I didn't. It's an actual game you can buy on a card. All the words and everything is on the card.
So you said yada da mean.
Yada da mean.
Is it 2 dadas or 1 da?
Yada da mean.
Yada da mean. Yada da mean. YADDA DAMEAN. Yada da mean. All right. Go ahead and get up out of here.
The correct spelling is YADADAMEAN.
That's what I said.
No, you said YADDA.
Oh, yeah, dude. Man.
It's okay. Over 5. This man ain't making nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing too good, bro. You should be able to get this one.
All right.
You should be able to get this one. Last word. Spell. You heard me?
I feel like this is a trick one.
I mean, it depends on how you would type this, I guess. I can see how you could say that. You heard me.
Now I'm going to just go for it.
All right.
YA.
You say the word. Spell the word.
Oh, yeah. You heard me?
You heard me.
So YAHEARD. MEH. Question mark.
Where does the question mark come from?
You heard me?
Where does the question mark come
This
from?
is still a question.
No, trash. Over 5.
You said trap, so you added
Trap.
H to me. So
No.
it's meh.
No.
Heard me?
Wrong. Big wrong. The correct spelling for you heard me is YAHURRDME. He's so defeated.
Next segment, please.
He's so defeated for what?
Man, I remember having 100 saying doing fairly well in spelling bees.
Uh-oh. What is the trap spelling bee? Okay, so you don't like that game? You went 0 for 5, bro. You want to try the blue pill?
We might as well.
All right, well, hey. You remember what I said? You got to see it all the way through. You got to see it all the way through, brother.
All right.
Welcome to Song Association.
Song Association.
This man don't sing.
I don't.
You got to sing. You got to sing, brother. You know the rules to Song Association. I'm going to give you a word. One word. You got to give me a song with the word in the title or in the lyrics of the song. You have to give me words. You have to sing it. That's number one.
You say sing.
Yeah, this Song Association, you got to sing it, brother. Don't just, no, sing it. Sing the section and give me a little bit of wordings, okay? You can do this, bro. It's real easy. I did some songs kind of catered to you. You just got to, sing. You ready?
Sure.
10 words. You can do this. First word. Forever.
Let me call somebody right quick.
Really? You couldn't do we just talked about a song.
Oh man.
We literally just talking
I
about
was
the
thinking
song.
about that song, but then I was thinking about Jason Nelson's "Forever" too.
The Forever is a long time.
Yep.
Why didn't you sing that?
Because the words weren't coming to my head.
Man, this ain't gonna go well for you.
Probably not.
All right, next word. Everything. 10 seconds.
Time tripper, everything.
How it go?
It's just everything. A
Yeah,
whole
well,
bunch of times.
sing it.
Let me pull it up.
I'm gonna give you that because you know it. I guess I gotta see if you can just name a song that's got it in there.
man.
No, you gotta sing it, bro. That's the only one you're gonna get that way. You gotta sing it. Next word. When. W-H-E-N. When.
You said W.
Mm-hmm. W-H-E-N. Mm-hmm.
That wasn't 10 seconds.
Yes, it was. We talking. I gave you the word.
I had 2 seconds left.
We talking.
I don't know when.
When? You could have did When I Had You, I Need You Bad. Michael Jackson song.
I guess my class grade today is at F.
Come on, man. You can do these. Next word. Hide.
There's no songs that have hide in it. H-I-D-E.
I can name a song that has hide in it. I can name a song that has hide in it.
Like what?
You want my love and you can't deny. You know it's true that you try to hide. Can't hide love, girl, I betcha. Come on, Flat.
Don't ask me to be in your teams when it comes to stuff like this.
Because he gonna leave you high and dry.
It's not going to end well.
Bruh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, I got to go to the bathroom.
As soon as it come to your turn. Come on, man. Next word. You got to have this one. Can.
C-A-N, can.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is serious.
Oh my Lord. This man.
I'm so serious.
Flat. Can we talk?
That's sad. That's
Brother, you got songs all the time. Are you kidding me?
I'm on the spot though.
You need some time to reflect. You need a little bit of patience here. You want me to give you a little?
That definitely was not one song that I was thinking of. I'm so sorry.
Can? What you have for can?
A can of soup. A can of soup.
This guy. No, come on, man. You 0-5. 0-10. Come on. Number 6. Fire.
There's a few that come to mind.
You ain't saying anything.
I was getting ready to say
With fire in it. Go.
it was an old gospel song.
Go ahead.
Where they start singing Caribbean, talking about fire, 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 fall down fresh on me. But then I thought of Ready, Aim, Fire.
Yeah. Molly music.
But
How'd that go?
I don't know the lyrics.
You don't know no lyrics.
Just Ready, Aim, Fire.
Technically that's a lyric. Come on, man. Number 7.
You really tried to set me up.
I tried.
You know I don't sing.
I know you don't sing, but I told you have to play. It's okay, bro. You can knock this out. Number 7. Smooth.
Got smooth operator.
How it go?
Smooth criminal.
Which one you gonna go with? You got to sing something. I'm gonna give you those. But you gotta say, you gotta sing one of them. Which one you going with?
Smooth operator.
This dude, come on, man. One. You got one.
I just did.
I gave you two. I gave you everything because you just said it and just like everything a bunch of times.
One of the things you gotta catch me off guard.
All right, come on. Next word. Trust. This man is giving up. I can see it in his face.
It's Richard Smallwood. Trust.
How I go? Which one?
Trust me.
If you will, I give you that one because he ain't gonna sing nothing. We gonna. I guess at this point, name a song.
I need a note. Put me in E flat.
You need a note for real? You want me to play you E flat?
No.
Come on, next word. Falling.
Falling in love.
He really a deacon.
With Jesus.
he really a deacon.
Thank you, Lord.
All right, last word. I feel like you're gonna do this song. I'm just gonna give you the word anyway. Blessed.
Bless me.
Uh-oh.
Bless me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lord. Bless me indeed.
Come on now. Why you gotta sing it high?
Thank you, Jesus.
Why you gotta sing it high like
I don't know.
that?
That's I don't know.
I feel like everybody you ever heard sing that song, that's how they sing it, honestly.
Yeah, but I sing all the songs high like that. Unless I'm in the car by myself. I sing it like how it's supposed to go. Y'all might be laughing and watching this, but I'm so serious. DW know.
This man don't sing anything. The most I've heard him sing is probably when he's giving me the song and he hum it. Strong. He not singing. Bro, you just did both the games. Come on, man.
I did 2 out of what, 12? Shout out to me.
Hey, man, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm upset. I'm hurt. This man didn't get nothing right. First of all, welcome to the Real Talk Radio podcast. Okay, let's just try to... Bro, what happened? What happened? What happened, bro?
There was once upon a time in a man's life where he felt defeated.
Oh, Lord.
Amen.
This man was defeated today.
And today, on December the 2nd,
Jesus.
I was defeated.
Jesus. What happened? All right, let me do something. Let's try to get your mind running in a good way, I guess. Let's do that. Cause I don't know what happened and you can't explain what happened. So we just gonna be stuck. All right, bro. Let's do this. Let's do top 5. We can do top 5. All right? Top 5. We're gonna get to make you think a little bit, but I want you to, you can do this however you want to do this. But there's 3 categories we're gonna do. We're gonna do the first 2. And then you ever seen what's that thing? Voltron? Old school Voltron?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do one of those, okay? First thing. Who are your top 5 drummers?
Top 5 drummers.
Top 5 drummers. We're gonna do drums first.
Any certain genre.
Top 5 drummers. However you want to give them.
Okay.
Number 1.
And these
and that's not in no order.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not in no particular order. Just your top 5. These are, yeah.
Okay. Stephen Williams.
Stephen Williams. Okay.
Let's go with. I got to put him on there.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to Aaron Spears.
Aaron Spears. Rest in peace. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
If I wanted to be more local, Florida based, let's go with Walt Daniels.
Walt Daniels.
Carlin Mucular.
You on the roll, bro.
And I have to end. How many is that?
That's 4.
4. I have to. And people don't give him enough credit because he's multi-talented. He plays bass and drums. Dana Hawkins.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. Top 5 musicians. All around. All around. Somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna get hurt.
They all gonna be hurt.
Somebody gonna be hurt.
Man.
Top 5 musicians. I'll probably throw in another top 5 for you.
Because of the background I have being a Sabbath day keeper, a lot of these people, you may, or the people watching this, they may not know. But if I have to do, when it comes to being able to control a room and just all around good person, family member, all that, at the top of my list, I am going to have to do Mark Mapson out of Kentucky. Sure, that's going to be half of my list.
That's only one.
Huh?
That's only one.
Bishop Ganelcha Askew out of Ohio. You said 5?
5, that's 2.
Oh, Lord. That was just organ players.
See? And I knew you were going to do that.
Man, that's difficult.
Top 5 musicians, bro. It could be somebody you like, it could be somebody you know personally, somebody locally you know of. It could be anybody. Wow.
Let's throw Walter Bunt Mays on there.
Shout out to Bunt. He really thinking. See how this is going? See how he's thinking these right here? See how he's doing these?
Jared Owens out of Philly. He's a drummer.
One more. Help him, Lord. Help him.
Oh, man.
Help him.
I know too many people, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
One more.
I'll do Herbie Hancock.
Woo. Why Herbie? How Herbie make that list?
Herbie makes that list because of a documentary I watched.
I know which one you talking about.
And that, I moved here in 2007, and I think that documentary had just came out, and it was being played on, I don't know what channel, but although he had been playing for decades before then, once I watched that documentary of how he was able to write and orchestrate and just have all the different people, I was like, yeah. And then that's when I started listening to a lot of his music. So automatically, matter of fact, I've seen it on YouTube where they have it sectioned.
The documentary?
Yeah, but I want to go back and watch it all over again.
Dang, shout out to Herbie.
Yeah. still going strong.
Still playing.
Strong.
Still
And
playing. That's
traveling, touring. all
I'm
that.
saying. I need one more top 5 for you. Top 5. Ooh, I gotta be careful.
I know what you're getting ready to say.
Go ahead, say it. Say it to me.
Just go ahead.
Say it to me.
Singers.
Yes. Top 5 singers. I didn't want to do it, but yeah.
I knew it.
Cause you critique just as hard as I do. So it makes sense. Top 5 singers.
Man.
You can do this. People you know, people you don't know, people you know, you watch. Yeah. Top 5 singers.
Jeez.
You can do it. I got faith in you. I got faith in you, bro.
The reason is difficult because how I look at it, having all the runs in the world means nothing.
Right.
Because there's more to just running.
Mm-hmm.
How you
Execute.
yes, all of that plays a part. Tone,
Mm-hmm.
all that
Right.
different stuff. First, I'd have to say Layla Hathaway.
We starting out strong. Yes, we starting out strong.
Let's do. I got one, but I'm not gonna put her on the list because you don't really like her like that.
Go ahead, man. It's your list, not mine. I already know who you gonna say. Say it.
Kim Burrell.
Kim Burrell. It's your list, not mine.
Jasmine Sullivan. Oh man, that's so.
That's 3. You. I'm so glad these aren't like in order, like number 1, number 2. I'm so glad these aren't, because you would definitely not be able to answer.
Let me see who else. Gotta put Brandy on there too.
Man, this man hitting it.
Then one more.
One more. One more, bro.
Of all time, or just favorite.
It's your top 5. There's no order to this. If I had to tell you to tell me those same 4 people just now in order, would you be able to do it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Top 5. Who's the 5th? You only mentioned ladies too. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not a big.
I hear you. Go ahead. You mentioning some goats, so trying to see who's gonna get this 5th spot.
Daryl Coley.
Period. Period. That's Wow, that's crazy. Shout out to him. That's crazy. Yeah. How did he get that?
I had somebody else in mind, but because of the longevity of his career versus Sama was the only
Samo?
person. Samo was the other person I thought of.
Okay.
But because of longevity purposes and being that Daryl Coley was,
right.
in the industry way longer.
Right.
That was the first person that came to mind.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
So let's do your Voltron now. You know that. We're building up your ideal musician. All right? 4 categories. I'm going to give you those 4 categories. You have to list one person that fits that category, and in that we'll build. We're going to do, you want to do overall musician or like a drummer? Which would you prefer?
Overall musician.
Overall musician. All right, bet. So your categories are skill set, tone, styling, and passion. So with one of those categories, you pick one person, and this is going to build your ideal musician. Okay? So we're going to do the first one. Skill set.
But it it has to be a musician.
It has to be, a musician.
Skill set.
Skill set.
Are we speaking of drummers or?
I asked drummer because I was going to just keep it specific to drummers. Mm-hmm. But I gave you the musician option because maybe you might want to create like an overall musician. But if you want to do drummers, we can do drummers. So you're just building like your ideal drummer.
I mean, because if you do musician, then
you got to incorporate.
Right.
Yeah. So we can keep it on drummers. Okay, so keep it on drummers. So skill set. This is building your ideal drummer. You got imagine the kit, the drum kit. You know, like I wanted to have this and that and this and that, right? Mm-hmm. The person who's gonna play that kit, starting with skill set.
Tony Royster.
Sheesh. Wow.
He is the skill.
Wow.
He is the skill set.
Okay.
I think a lot of people forget him, but I watched him. Don't have that skill set, but I watched him as a young guy.
Yeah. That skill set has
posting videos.
Yeah.
And it has not diminished
at all.
At all.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez, you starting out real strong. All right. Tone is gonna make me think of how drums sound. Mm-hmm. So like whose kit has that tone? Like
hands down Calvin Rogers.
Calvin Rogers.
You can listen to. I got to put somebody else in there for the sake of. You can listen to any, let's say, gospel record, and you know by the tone of the drums
who it is,
who's playing them.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin always has that 8, don't matter what kit he's on, and it's a distinct tone, overtone rather, that is played off that 8 going down. I have to put Marvin McQuitty with Calvin Rogers. Have to. Those are the 2 ideal sound gospel drummers that a lot of us looked up to. Rest in peace, of course, Marvin McQuitty. But Calvin Rogers is like the standard when it comes to gospel music.
Yeah.
Recording and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Dang. All right. You hitting hard, man. Styling. This is dress, outfit. When you see him, they swagged.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to do styling. Or you can do styling as, what would you consider styling as?
I don't really pay attention to how they dress.
You want to flip it? We can flip it from dress to styling to just their mannerisms on the kit. That's an interesting one.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting one. Styling on the kit. Oh, why am I thinking so hard about this? Spanky.
I wasn't thinking him, but he had to be like number 2 or 3 for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
George McCurdy.
Come on now.
Spanky.
All right, last one. Passion, overall passion. When it comes to drumming, passion. They got passion for that.
I got to do it this way. Rest in peace to Aaron Spears.
That's it.
It never mattered what type of, because he played, different genres of music.
Right.
Any setting or venue he was in, you knew that he was going to give every ounce of what he had to whatever show or concert, whatever that is.
That's right.
Just not even by his name, like, oh, we know he killed. Like, no, we know that he played the material and still had it feel this way, and it still felt good.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Spears played on a pop gig, or he played on a gospel gig, or whatever it is. Yeah, Aaron Spears.
Wow.
Down. Yep.
No, that's your dream musician right there, bro. Dream drummer. Yes, sir. See, I got the brain back to working.
Yeah. Thank you. Because before, I don't know what.
What happened either.
I'm surprised this mic's still on. Because
well, you say that now, brother, but brother, we're gonna have to do something right here. We're gonna have to do something right here, brother.
Oh, Lord.
Shout out to the Nappy Boy Radio Podcast all over again, because we're about to play
button game. Flatfoot, I had to put the voice on because this is going to have to draw some focus.
I think I just peed on myself.
Flat, a man is invited into your home. He sits down and produces you a button. He says to you, Brother Flatfoot, you can hit this button right now.
Well, first off, at least he's nice because he said Brother Flatfoot. Go ahead.
He's going to be nice throughout this whole thing. He's going to tell you, Brother Flatfoot, you can hit this button. And when you hit this button, you can have any tangible item, anything. You can only have one of it. And you can only have it one time. Tangible, something you can see, touch, feel, taste, tangible. But when we give you this, a random person dies. Let me give you some examples. 25-year-old running down the street, just jogging. That's what he do every day. You hit that button, heart attack. He's out of here. Gone. You could be doing some good. You could be killing the second coming of Hitler. You could kill a baby. Random. We don't know who. Somebody's just going to have to get up out of here. All right? Mm-hmm. Now, I say that and you might have a little bit of conscience, like, no, I don't want to hit the button. Well, we asked you, who do you love the most? You said your kids. Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't hit the button, they out of here. We're taking them. So you kind of have to hit the button.
Yeah, I got to hit the button.
Got to hit the button. Now, before I start this timer for you, because you're only going to have 5 minutes to figure something out. 5 minutes. It's operating by genie rules. So if you say, I want a boat, we're going to give you a kayak because a kayak is a boat. You have to be specific in what you want. If you say, I want the largest man thing in the world, we're just going to keep yours regular and make everybody else's smaller. Genie rules.
Right,
Devil advocate is not your friend right now. Mm-hmm. We're not for you. You have to be very specific in what you want. Got that? Mm-hmm. You ready for this?
Sure.
You have 5 minutes for it. Go.
So, in this 5 minutes, you ask me,
what do you want? The button is here. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is tell me what you want. And I'm going to talk you through it because once that's what you want and you hit the button, that's it. So be very specific in what you're asking for.
You said one tangible.
One tangible thing. Some people ask for a never-ending blunt. Some people ask for somebody's fried chicken. Some people ask for a children's hospital. Carlos Miller said he wanted the book that had the secrets and the reasons to everything. Like, you can ask for whatever you want, but you only get one of it and one time only. So if you say, I want $1 trillion, I'm going to give you $1. And that's all you're going to get, $1 one time.
Why is it $1 if you say $1 trillion?
Yeah, you only get one of it. $1. You only get one of it. So if you say I want the cure for cancer, you get one cure. And you only get it one time. So only one lucky person will have that cure. Yeah. Think long and hard. You don't have that much time, though. You only have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Talk to the Lord.
Do you know a man? I know a man named Jesus. And Jesus supplies all my needs, mister.
You can believe what you want to believe, but right now we have a button that'll give you anything you want. But you have to pick something. Just pick anything.
I'd ask. Mm-hmm. If I had to ask.
If you had to ask.
Something that was going to provide shelter for my children, where everything inside is everything that they ever wanted or needed. It would be a home that could a home large enough to have them happy. All the
Fixings inside.
Yeah. All the
So I could put them in a large mansion with all the things inside in the middle of Alaska, and they never go outside.
You said Alaska?
Yeah, I can do whatever I want. You just said a home. You didn't tell me where the home was. You didn't. I told you, be specific, because I'm not going to be friendly to you here. So a home, a large home. At least I said a mansion. A mansion in the middle of Alaska where it's cold all the time and they never have to go outside because anything they want to make them happy will be inside. You got a minute and 30 if that's really what you want.
It's a tough one. It's a doozy. Hey.
I'm going to put that sound effect in there for you.
You say what?
I'm going to put that sound effect in there for you.
Oh, man.
You got a minute left. Be specific in what you want. You really want to try to make it to where I have to just give you what you want.
Wow. It makes you really ponder on a lot of stuff. And
Right.
outside of my children, that would be the one thing I think of. Making sure that all their needs are met in the course of their lives, to where they never go without because of whatever it is. So all I can think of is making sure that they are happy at the end of the day, as it comes to making sure that I know it's a more surface answer, but making sure that all of their needs are met, whether that's school, money, clothing, home over their head in Florida, where their parents are. Make sure I'll put that there. That's a tough one.
So pretty much, let me see if I can summarize it for you. So your time is up. I'm going to summarize it for you, for what you're saying. You would like for your children to be in a large home where their financial needs will never have to be a worry for them. And living in that home in Florida, where their parents are, they will have things in the house that will not only keep them entertained, but they won't have to really worry about, I'm not happy because I don't have, I wish this, I wish that. But pretty much they're living very well, financial freedom. They don't really have to really struggle for a lot, for their lives to be miserable. That's what you want.
You gotta go ahead and give me that right there.
Like, I'm like,
Yeah, that made you think, boy. If anything, that'll make you think. That'll definitely make you think. I watch them play it all the time, and I'm just like, yo, that's just a question you have to ask everybody. Like, if you're able to do that. Like, somebody asks, like, what's his name? Hannibal Buress? He's like, just want his big toe fixed. That's it. Like, I don't want nothing else. Just, like, small things like that. I'm like, I feel like anybody, if you ask them that, it'll be very funny to see what they come up with. Because I had one of my homeboys, he was like, because I told him he was going to kill somebody. He was like, well, I want a hospital where if anything bad was to happen to a person, they'll be fine. I'm like, oh, you trying to save the person's life? He was like, yeah. Like, what if the person lives in New York?
oh, wow.
It's like, oh, you didn't say that. I'm like, exactly. It just makes you think. It makes you have to ponder on everything. You know what I mean?
I was lost on that. You had me on that.
Well, that was the button game, everybody. Yo, man, we're going to take another quick break, man, but you're watching the Real Talk Radio podcast. Welcome back to the Real Talk Radio podcast with your boy, Maestro, and I got my guy, Clinton Flatfoot, in the building. Whew, brother. I don't know what to say.
It's been rough. That's what you came to. It's been rough,
brother. You dropped the ball. I really thought you was gonna get that. If anything, name some songs or something.
Michael Jordan didn't always have a good game.
You right. But you're not Michael Jordan. Brother, did you enjoy yourself, man?
Yes, sir. I most definitely did.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. I really wanted to make sure I got you on here, man. And I'm also, I was talking to a guy, and I was like, what I'm going to get a couple guys together. We're going to have like a real round table. We ain't red table. We ain't doing all that. Right. But for real, like, because somebody mentioned that one thing men aren't doing enough of is being vulnerable. Or we're not being expressive. I'm not saying it has to be recorded on video, but even if we just talking, just audio only, it'll be a good way for men to just talk, to at least have a safe space where we can just talk. We just talking about current things, talk about, asking each other's questions, trying to get opinions, trying to see insight on different things like that. So I'm definitely going to make sure that you are one of those fellas that's on there. We ain't get too deep. I made sure to stay away from all the relationship stuff and all that stuff. Cause
Don't do that, brother.
My boy is deep. Okay, he deep with it. But that's something that we were talking about, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going. I might go do it down in Tampa or something like that. Like get a spot or whatever, and then just have where men can just get together and talk. We can just talk about whatever it is. It might not be just like four, but maybe I'm gonna just max it out to where we all can actually sit and just talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we did a lot of music talk today, but we don't only talk about music. We talk about, current stuff. We talk about the game. We talk about, ideas on certain aspects of how we think and stuff like that. So I do know for sure, man, I definitely want to go ahead and get you on that joint for sure.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But, since we dived into a lot of music stuff, but I'm going to ask you, because I asked Dez on one of the episodes, what's so I can see how show the people how deep you can get. You might not try to get so deep. You were saved during the break, but I ask everybody this because I feel like everybody has their own definition, their own truth to admit to this question. So, what is a truth that people are finding hard to accept right now?
As it comes to their self,
anything. What's something people are just like a truth people are finding hard to admit? Anything. Uh-oh. It makes you think. Because it's like you wonder what the situation kind of entails to first. But we see a lot of social media stuff. We see a lot of, things that people put on blast out there and stuff like that. And just kind of like, what's the truth people just are really willing to accept?
If I had to rip, since you bring up social media, if I had to really think about it, I would have to say that the reality that we fail to really realize would be that love doesn't really cost a thing.
Whoa.
It doesn't really cost a thing.
Whoa.
And the reason I say that because the last last 2 months or so, it was the one instance where the lady she didn't want to get out the car because the guy
took her to Cheesecake Factory. Yeah.
And she just thought that, not to be vulgar or whatever, but that she had the best thing out there smoking. And it's like, lady, you got 100,000s of women that would be thankful that they even getting a Cheesecake Factory.
Or even
dinner.
that he picked her up or took her there to begin
so
with. Yeah.
It's like, and then something I saw yesterday, or was it this morning? I think it was at work. And on Instagram, a girl had showed a receipt, and she was like, "This was my first date with this guy," and it was a receipt to some steakhouse or restaurant, and the bill was like $2,100. The first date,
$2,100.
$2,100. In other words, she was like, "This is how much y'all should be spending on a woman on the first date." And I was just like, "So you mean to tell me that my funds, my coins, my money is going to determine exactly how this relationship is going to go?
Or if I even like you or anything?"
Right. I spend $2,000. You can be like, "All right, friend, it was nice." But it's like you get no type of no feeling, no nothing. It was just a cordial, hey, we just, just to say you took, let's just say, one of the prettiest women out in the area. And there's nothing that you get behind that versus meeting someone else in old school ways. You court her and you go on dates, you learn. Let's get past the favorite colors.
Yeah.
All that comes with time.
Right.
But let's talk about your goals. What are you ambitious about? How can I help you in your areas that you may be lacking in? How can I be a support system to you? How can I be the man that you are looking for if you show that same interest in me?
Right.
How can I be your favorite or your best lover? There's a lot of stuff that you can do for free and not spend a dime and still have the most amazing time.
Right.
And then, all that comes with time where, you flourish her with stuff. And if she feels she reciprocates it in the same
manner or something.
So it's like, but that would be.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah. I saw a video the other day and it was like they brought that same video up and she was like, if my man said we're going to Cheesecake Factory, I'm going to look up what I like on Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. Even if I know I don't like, that's where he want to take me. I'm just going to look up what they got to offer. It might not be nothing crazy. Appetizer is still a meal. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, why? He was like, because my man want to take me there. Like, I could take myself anywhere I want to go. That's different. But if he want to take me there, maybe he want to talk to me. Maybe he just want to say he took me somewhere because I think we trying to put too much stigma on that. That's dang, that's crazy. Yeah, $2,100.
$2,100. And so one of the comments was like, you could have got all that same stuff at Cheesecake Factory and paid like 90% less than what you did.
You probably gonna pay at best $40, $50.
You could have went to Walmart and got you 2 steaks.
Oh my goodness, $2,100.
It was like steak, lobster, all the big portions of the food. But it's like, there's no way I'm paying $2,100.
Not me.
I can love you like nobody's business.
I can just love you broke. For all you know, I ain't got it. I'm gonna make sure if that's where you at, I ain't got it. So I'm gonna be the bum in this life. So you probably gonna have to go ahead and get rid of me because I'm gonna be a bum to you. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Just look at the menu online.
I'm telling you, and she was because they were like, "What you gonna do?" Because she was like, "I don't really do like restaurants like that. I don't do like Cheesecake Factory. I don't do Texas Roadhouse. I do like those big name restaurants. That's where I like to go to." She mentioned a few of them. I looked, like those are like out in LA or whatever, or Texas. Houston got a bunch of upscale restaurants or whatever. Right. And she was like, "That's where I like to go." But if my man say, "Hey, we going to Cheesecake Factory tonight," I bet I pull my phone out and look at the cheesecake menu because I want to know what's on there. So
and let me put this out here because I'm pretty sure somebody's going to be like, "Well, if you broke, just say that." No. let's get something right. Because they say that a lot on different stuff.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
If you broke, just say that and let another. That's not what I'm saying. There is a sense of urgency where you should be smart in how you manage your finances.
Mm-hmm.
Anything could happen, and the next day you still need that $2,100 that you just spent
Big
on
facts.
food. That, excuse me for saying, that you're going to boo-boo in the next 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, big facts.
So,
big facts. Because I'm not dropping no $2,100 not on no food.
You know what I can do with $2,100?
I'm trying to tell you.
As a musician, do you know what I can do with?
You know what I can do with? Man, look. No, first of all, yeah, and it's crazy that I saw that and was like, I wonder if that's really how people think. Like, yeah, he got it. Like, I asked a couple questions. Like, I did a couple one gotta goes or whatever, and I asked a couple people in there, like, yeah, man, cheesecake bread, it can go. Like, nobody want to eat there. And it's like when you really ask, like, bro, we don't even go there no more. Like, if anything, I ordered a cheesecake to go. That's probably all I ever want from there. But it's like, that's a thing now. Like, people don't go to Applebee's no more. People don't go to Chili's. Like, some people might like certain stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But is it such a stigma, like, oh no, we need to go to 5-star here, 5-star there?
And to add to that point, again, social media has painted a picture to where we have to show that we're larger than life, versus showing that once I turn this picture off, I might be trying to take stuff off this receipt.
Big facts.
Or I go home, I ain't got no toilet tissue.
Big facts.
I'm sleeping on an air mattress,
on a pallet.
My water off. I'm trying to ask Dick, Tom, and Terry, hey, can I borrow $50?
Bruh.
It's like we rely so much on social media that it ruins like what's in front of us at that very moment.
Like the experience of life itself.
So we don't get to actually enjoy life because we so big on, oh, how many likes I'm going to get on this. Now, granted, we all want to have interactions with different people. That's a part of social media.
Right.
But when it comes to the mentality of, I'm going to pose like this, I'll make sure my butt is like this, I'm going to bend over like this because, oh, I know that I'm going to get 500 or 1,000 likes on this, or I'm going to post this. And it's like, you so focused on worrying about what everybody else is going to think of you versus just doing it for yourself.
Right. Like your well-being. Yeah. It's, man, look, social media is Narnia, okay? Ain't nobody really, 7, 8 out of 10 times, nobody's really who they are on social media. And I've come to find that out in the most bizarre ways. Like, looking like, what's that girl name from Love Don't Cost a Thing? You in there, every day you go to school, best clothes, best outfits, everything, walk in the house, nothing, no furniture, sitting on the floor. Like, I'm like, yo, is that really where we at as far as love, though? Is that really the draw point of love? Like, cause I watched them like gold digger videos, and it's kind of like, yeah, oh, I can do a lot for you. What can you do for me? Oh, I can take care of you, and da. Okay, but what you want me to do? Oh, pay all my bills. Pay all your bills. I just met you. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. I can do anything you want me to. I do anything right now, but you got to pay my bills. Like, why is that such a determining factor as to what happiness is? Like, what's the real? What is happiness now? What is that supposed to look like? Because people can't even say they're happy no more. Like, what? Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
I really wish I could explain it, but yeah, I watch a lot of those too, and it's kind of like I
be feeling like some of them are staged.
Yeah, a lot of them. There's one guy, can't think of his name.
Big dude.
He's an older dude.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And I want to say they are still staged, but they make more sense because the ones that he run into, they look at him as a person versus what he's able to provide.
Right.
And I think that's kind of the route he wanted to take to show that all women aren't materialistic versus him showing that he's in a Lamborghini or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And they're going strictly for that. So, you know, but I hate to say it, social media has really like brainwashed a lot of us.
Big facts.
We have to be up here. There's no mid and no low. Not up here,
then you ain't nothing. If you ain't first, you're last. Yeah. Nah. Well, I don't care about none of that. I don't want to be verified. I don't want no checks. I don't want none of that stuff. I'm happy for the 3 people who like my stuff anyways. 3 people like it, I'm satisfied. Normally, like, I do stuff now, I only do it for whoever the person is that I'm doing it. Like, whatever. If I'm doing a harmony video, the person who I'm harmonizing with, that's the only person I can, if they even see it. And that's it. If they don't ever see it, cool. But that's my goal, like, to have that person be like, oh, man, that's what's up. That's it. I don't be trying to have, I don't need no viral moments. I don't want no, oh, man, can you believe it? I don't want none of that. As you've seen, I ain't post nothing in a while. And it's for that reason right there. Like, I'm not trying to search for, I don't want all the fans. I'm cool with being not known like that. I'm cool being behind the scenes. I'm cool being undercover. I'm cool being, well, we don't really know how you live like that. Wonderful. For all you know, I ain't got it. I say it all the time, bro. For all you know, I ain't got it. And I'm proud to keep it that way. And I will keep, I've done met some people, man, working at the hotel, bro. I done met some people. They got it. It's evident that they got it. Everybody in the room is trying to get to this person. And I'm just like, who's that? You don't know who that is? No, that's so-and-so. Oh, they got it. Yeah, but he don't look like he got it. Oh, that's what he do. This man drive a Honda. This man eat at Taco Bell every other day. Like, that's what he do. This man just told, and he stood before us like, yeah, I done gave X amount million to, you did what now? Just cause? Yeah, I do this every year. What? Like, that's, regular clothes. Just pulling Adam Sandler out here. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it.
You feel me? And it's like, that's crazy how, like, most people just think, if I got it, I'm finna floss it. Nah, bro, like, say that, $2,100? I bet I don't pay it.
Hey, I gotta use the bathroom.
I bet we wash dishes tonight.
I gotta use the restroom right quick.
Because I'm gonna be like, I want to see what you do. Like, when we get a house, like, I want to see how you wash dishes. What you gonna use? You know, ain't nobody doing that. I think even that whole initial Cheesecake Factory video, I feel like that was initially staged, but it sparked a huge conversation. Like, that's crazy. Well, yeah, I agree. That's a truth. That truth people do not want to admit. I'm gonna give you that one. Yes, sir, brother.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man, coming up here, man, being on the show. You know what I'm saying? I can't help who and what people might say. To you failing at the games and all that, but bruh, I appreciate you coming up, man. You know, y'all ain't seen the behind the scenes laughs and all that stuff, but man, it's a pleasure, bro, having you come up here, man. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Go ahead and tell this cameraman, that camera, tell them where to find you, where to follow you, man, and all those good jazz.
Yeah. So here,
they can't see you over there.
Can't see me over there.
Here.
You can see me over here. For those that are on social media, in which we have talked about all day today, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can even find me on the TikTok.
Uh-oh.
Like, do I be on TikTok like that?
No.
Not really.
No, you don't.
But just to be on there, to stay current. On Instagram, you can find me as the real _ Flatfoot _ the _ drummer. I had to do that because my account got hacked a few years back, and that was the only way that I could kind of keep my name. So on TikTok, you can find me under @Dr. Flatfoot, and then on Facebook you can find me just as Clinton Flatfoot Campbell. I'm on YouTube as well, but those 3 I need to get back into YouTube. But
you sure do. We're gonna bring some cameras and lights.
Yeah,
Gonna get you right.
I got to.
We're gonna get you right, man.
But yeah, out of those 4 places, you can find me. Clinton, Flatfoot, Campbell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow my boy. Make sure you follow. Make sure you like. Make sure you support. Appreciate you guys for watching the show. Appreciate you guys. If you done made it this far, comment what your best part was. Comment what was funny. Comment what was not funny. Comment your responses to that last part, man. What is a truth that a lot of people are not trying to admit? Comment. I want to hear what you got to say. You feel me? If you haven't already, man, I'm going to say it again. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And if you hit the like button, hit that bell so that way you get notified at every single time a video drops on the channel. You feel me? All right, man. We out of here, y'all.
No.